And then guys, everybody likes a little bit of Koi Soldier titivation. So I haven't been doing much Koi soldiering, coying stuff because I've been flat out doing my new studio. Let me show you what I've been doing. Now, obviously, I'm not a professional craftsman or tradesman or anything like that, but I'm a little bit a jack of all trades. So I can kind of get there in the end. Let me see you. Well, I think I've showed you a little thing about how this was before I started, but I've done so much. So let's get to the top, the front of the shop right now. Get this screw thing out of my pocket because it's making a noise. Right, here we go then, guys. So I'll show you the outside of the shop really quick. I'll show you the outside in a minute. But we have got all of this done. So the floor is getting self-leveled on Friday and today is Monday. We've got loads of tiles left, loads and loads. I've done all of this panel work. I've made all of this. So I designed my sign, the sign box. I've done all the handwriting and the gold leaf sign. So this is how I designed the light, the basically the thing up there. Don't look at this bit of water damage. This is from the old sign. So I've exposed the cables from the old lights that was up there. So this doesn't leak no more. But what I'm doing is my old sign in Swansea Tattoo Company is absolutely beautiful. It's like gold leaf skeletons and all that kind of stuff. So that is going to be put up. So when you look out, you can read the sign, Swansea Tattoo Company, and then lit up this way in homage of the old shop, basically. This PVC is going to be painted black with this Zinza exterior satin, so for windows and, I don't know, like PVC stuff and all that. So it's going to get done outside and inside. I've got some lovely leathers go on here. So I've got an inch like memory foam there, and I've got like genuine leather to cover this, black leather, which looks good. Done kind of all of the prep work. Now guys, this takes absolutely ages. My sister put that bit of black on to see what it looked like, but it covered quite well. I've got some flap doors to go in here, which I'll show you. There was an old stud wall there that I had to take out. I've done so much, guys. I just can't believe that I'm almost ready for paint. All the walls have been stripped and prepped and sanded and prepped. I've just actually filled, I was hoping my mate was going to plaster this, but what I've done is I've just got some quick fill and I've done as best I can. I leave that go off now for a few days, sand that back and just touch it up. It should be okay. So we've got one of the wash stations here, which is almost plumbed in. Because for your tattoo license, you need a wash station in every room that you operate in. This is another room with another wash station, so you can see the pipe work is going through. Got a little heater on the wall there, which is kept safe. This is meant to be plastered, but I'll be honest with you, my mate's meant to plaster it, but I haven't really got a lot of time to wait for him. So this is actually dry walling or whatever. So I might actually just fill this. That's exactly what I've done to that wall. That wall is boarded basically, and I filled it. So there's a little bit of a leak on the flat roof up above, which is weird because it's coming through the floor, but not through the wall. So that's going to get done when it stops raining. So I've got some lights to go in here. There was a wall here which I opened up, and I opened up this. Oh, hello! And I got donated these by someone. These are from Debenhams apparently. Done this wall in here. That was particularly tricky, considering I'm not a craftsman. It's okay. These walls were absolutely terrible. You can actually see they ain't the best walls, so that does need another bit of a skim and a bit of a prep. All of these carcasses that you see are literally from my old studio, so I've just reused them all, which is great for recycling and money, and just fitted them again. So this is going to be my little office space, and actually I'm going to put all my Koi pictures in here, probably my Koi and military pictures. So this is not going to be tattoo orientated. This is going to be Koi and army orientated, but all sprayed black anyway. come through here. This is all my friend's stuff at the moment, but this is going this week, and all of my stuff from the garage, all my tools and everything, and all my like fishing stuff is going to be stored and stacked on shelving in there, really tidy, which allows me to make ponds in my garage and possibly plant an acorn, possibly for a future business. I don't really know. That's the last thing on my mind right now, but who knows? Everyone can dream. This is the back room. So guys, the walls were absolutely terrible. I am prepping these. There was an old boiler behind here, so this wetness is actually just from me cleaning buckets. But these are actually all like, you know, all routed and everything. So I had spare bits of timber. I had 3 spare 300 units like that. So I just made this. So I don't know. This is, and I've got some tops here, like the 300 wall ones, but they're at a nice height, and we're going to do exactly the same here. So I've got a 500 in here and 1,000 in there, which is going to block up all of that. I'm actually going to put some vapor barrier in there as well. And then I'll cut this back to 45 degrees, and that will house its own bin. Little bit of prep work here. However, I'm not really too good. By the time that's sprayed all black, that's going to look badass, like New York kind of like apartment. So I might even leave that. Obviously, got to fix that. Don't worry, guys. There's no electric in here at the moment, so we'll turn it off. I kind of got to do something with that little bit there, even though I've got an idea for this. I've got to prep this side. I've had to batten vapor barrier, as you can see, the vapor barrier there, and board that. Run out of like kind of filler. There was a bit there. Toilet needs a new seat, but all of these skirting's been fitted, if you can see, and the walls obviously need to be sorted out in here, but I am but one man. I haven't had a day off since November, middle of November, every single day. I've even tattooed, or I've been in here at 8 o'clock in the morning till about 6 o'clock in the evening, absolutely shattered. Now I have had a few people help me. Couple of people come down and help me, like rub down every now and again, and my sister helped me paint the outside of the shop actually, and a good mate called Paul, so he's working basically for tattoos. So yeah, he's got some nice tattoos coming. But all of this, guys, is going to be sprayed black. We're going to have like a satin, really hard wearing black down the bottom here, and these are going to be picked up in gold. Might look pikey, I'm not quite sure. Can I say that on the internet? Yes, I can, because I'm an ex-pikey. I mean, am I an ex-pikey or am I still a pikey? I suppose once a pikey, always a pikey. Ceiling's going to be sprayed black. This is our sexy pole dancing thing. And yeah, oh my word, oh my days. I think I'll save the outside for, yeah, to show everyone. But we are getting there. We are getting there. So this is going to be the Mac area with like the stencil machine and the printer on here, and somewhere just to draw and watch the world go by, I guess, when customers come in. There's going to be one tattooing station right here on the black Mac roller. Well, kind of a small black version of these, and another tattooing area there. And there'll be 2 tattooing areas by here. But what I'm going to do behind me, I'm going to mount up my 2 mountain bikes because they're gorgeous and they're black. So I'm going to mount those up on the wall. I'm probably going to mount up some of my really nice fishing rods on the wall. So it's kind of like when you get tattooed, it's really, really nice to have things to look at and talk about. I know that sounds stupid, but even like carp fishing rods, and mine are beautiful, and they're all black, and they're all limited edition stuff. So I'll have my carp rods, 4 carp rods. I'll have 3 like, you know, century beach casters. So, you know, like I get some pretty cool stuff on the walls. I've got really nice stuff. And then obviously on the walls, we're gonna have loads of artwork as well. Loads of tattoo flash, stuff that I've done, stuff that artists in the past that's worked for me has done, guest stuff that people's given me. But anyway, we are getting there. Better show you some koi, hadn't I? Right, there we are then, guys. Finished in the tattoo studio for a little while tonight. Let's have a little look at the fishes. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm literally sorry about that camera work there, guys, but I'm literally using the last little dregs of my food from from the end of the season, really. I mean, it's good food. It's a bit of mix of everything, to be honest. So let's get up and have a look at these tozai, shall we? So what I do every night, guys, is come here and just... So I've only just turned the lights back on. So the big fish are actually sleeping down there, probably. But there are some bloody big spiders in here, look, like Otsuka's place. I mean, not quite Otsuka's place, but we focus on it. Go on, I can do it. Focus, yeah. So, here's the tozai, guys. They are awesome. Mate, the tancho with the heart on its head is probably one of my favourite fish. Not only because of the quirkiness of that tancho heart, but the Saroji and the body on it is absolutely fantastic. Awesome, guys. So they have a really good feed every evening, proper. As you can see. I think the key to it, guys, is obviously I've got to build my filter up again. And the only way to do it is, yeah, hit a bit of a spike in the old pond, so you can see how crystal clear the water is now. It is very, very nice, but that's not the water I want. I mean, the water I want is pea green that's been stained with 2.5 kilos of sake balance and colour a day. So that's something that I just got to build back up again now, because obviously I did have a lot of fish in here. But I tell you what is going to go in the pond today is some more total pond detox. Total detox pond? Total pond detox, yeah. So I'm going to put another 250 grams of that in now, because obviously I'm training my pond to kind of hit a spike. Now, this is the kind of time where the fish has been in the pond now for about 2 weeks. And apart from the tamasaba getting stuck on the skimmer plate, yeah, you know, I just seen one stuck in the skimmer plate then and it's just come off again. But apart from that, I don't, touch wood, visibly see anything wrong with the koi. Visually, I don't see any strange behaviour with the koi, etc. So I probably will go and put the pond detox in again today, once a week. But the only thing that's like a sort of like double-edged weapon with the pond total detox is that if something goes wrong, I have to wait a certain amount of time before I can put a treatment in. Tamasaba is going straight for the food, fair dues to them. So I think you can, like, I think on the packet is 72 hours. 72 hours, otherwise if you put anything in the pond, let's just say I have a problem and I want to put some PP in the pond or some fluke treatment, that pond total detox is so good, it will strip out those chemicals. So you have to wait for a period of 72 hours. I think it says in the back of the packet. So you've really got to be sure what you're doing is what you actually want to do. Does that make sense to you? But there's nothing that'll actually take that pure total pond detox out. Apart from probably turning up your trickle in, that'll probably like reduce it a little bit, but it will eventually leave the system. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the tozai. Look at the oil slip from the sake on the surface of the pond, guys. These fish now will just feed in that tumbling turbulence underneath the showers for a long time. Check out the mangrove business, guys. That's proper coming to life. yeah, everything's great. The thing is, the problem I've got now is we've got Tozai in the pond and Nisai. Look at that beast. And I mean, they will coexist side by side, but the problem you've got is people seem to be quite worried keeping Tozai with larger fish because they think that the fish are not going to feed. But in my experience, limited experience, it's absolutely reversed. Like, my larger fish don't even get chance to feed when the Tozai is here, because the Tozai is straight up. And because I've got about 40 of them, or something like that, about 40. Oh my days. Wow, some of them are mind-blowing. Because I've got about 40 Tozai in there now, they're proper in that shoreline kind of competitive. You know, they're really comfortable in the pond. They're not shy at all. As soon as I walk in, they're straight up to see me, which is lovely, actually. It's really nice to see. As soon as the pond light goes on every evening, because at the moment I'm hand feeding, so they associate me with lunchtime, which is good. But the key to keeping the Tozai and the Nisai and the Sansai together is finding that balance of feeding regime, feeding a volume. Because the Tozai will only eat what they're going to want to eat. Now they'll eat first. What needs to be left behind is enough for the larger fish. This is why I come down and observe. Like, you know, I've got this feeding tray bucket. I know exactly how much I've just put in. So I'll sit here now until, like, the Tozai have stopped feeding now, pretty much. So what's that? That's only about a 5-6 minute window. Look, the Tozai just cruising around like goodies, but what's coming up is, here we are, now you can see how excited these are getting now. These Nisai are starting to feed underneath the shower where it's circulating around, like you can see them all there now. So that is the key, I think, to keeping Tozai, Nisai, and possibly Sansai. I mean, if you've got a couple of Sansai in the mix, you've got a couple of Sansai in the mix. But as long as you've got the right volume of food going in every day, Tozai are totally satisfied now. Look, not feeding at all. I mean, some of the yellow monkeys will come up and grab a bit, but all the rest of the food on top of the pond is Nisai lunch. So that's the key, guys. I tell you, I've got a Becco class. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll do the same feed, and I'm thinking probably in the next few days, I mean, my auto feeder is going, but it's on quite low, so they are getting something. It might even be empty right now. Now I've got 4 more bags of sake in the garage, where I might well give that a really good mix up now, and start to introduce that fresh food, unless I just get rid of that quick first. Decisions. But guys, at the moment, like I said, I'm exhausted from doing the new shop. But I promise you, that new shop is going to fuel a lot more content in the summer. Because as soon as my garage is empty, we're on it. Like a fish's bonnet. Oh, I mean, that sounds a bit gross, doesn't it? But yeah, fish are proper on the feed now. Let's have another look. Awesome. Let's have a little bit of a closer look on some of these toes. I mean, the lighting's not the best in here, but some of these are, look at that, guys. Now that is gorgeous. That Becco, I can't wait to get some proper volume on that Becco. Great, isn't it? But you can see actually the food tumbling around just behind there, and the fish are just hammering it. And I've noticed all mind your own business has been proper nibbled away by the Tozai. Look at this fish here, guys. That is proper top notch. Plenty of golden monkeys in there. I think I've got 10 or 11 golden monkeys. I've got some absolutely gorgeous Ioki fish coming in a couple of weeks. And I really cannot wait. Look at the yellow monkeys. Yellow monkeys still feeding. They are awesome. Get off, mind your own business, that lovely yellow monkey. What a body of that. That is a lovely one. So I am going to keep probably one of the yellow monkeys, maybe two. Drums just kicked off, so I'll probably grow them on and then offload some of the monkeys, to be honest. Because I can't have 11 yellow monkeys, can I? I just found them in Japan and I was so chuffed I found them. I just bought a dozen. Absolutely awesome. And guys, by the way guys, this video really is not sponsored by this product. I've just heard so many good things about it that I just want to be part of it, and it's pretty good. So, you know, what can be bad about something that's taken out toxins and everything from your pond? Like, it's, you know, once a week, why not, you know? Yeah, I don't see any harm in doing this. Absolutely awesome. There we are guys, if you want to read the small print, back to front, just like the Japanese. There it is. So anyway, let's fill up that and give it a bit of a whisk. Straight into the magic bullet. I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys. Oh, move that to one side. Is that on? Turn that on. And what I do then, that is just like that. What I do now is I could probably put it in there, but I just put it the clean side of the drum. Give it a little bit of a rinse. Put that in there as well. Imagine if I puncture the drum, I'd be gutted. Well, there we are then guys, and my koi bullet. That's the koi bullet. But the magic bullet stays there for another day. Here's my little mix, guys. There's a little bit of a mix about everything there. There's some food I want in the shows, there's some colour, there's some growth, there's some sinking, a little bit of everything there. I think there's some balance there as well, so there's a bit of everything in there, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And in there is some Otsuka spring water. I'm gonna hold my hands up when I do something wrong. Don't put it in your drum, because actually it has dropped a little bit of sediment down there, so I just put that in there just to kick it up a little bit. There we are, that should be off. Yeah, it was all sort of like down on the bottom there. There we are, that one goes straight through into the pump now. Well, that's it guys, not much of a video today, but it's something, it's what I'm doing, it's a little bit of lifestyle stuff. Mind your own business is great. Exclusively Koi has done absolutely fantastic in the All Japan Koi Show. Gaz, get yourself over to Gaz's Koi Ponds to watch all the videos. Absolutely gutted I'm not there, but you know what? I've been to Japan enough. I need to concentrate on real life for a little bit. I mean, Japan is real life, isn't it? But hopefully I'll get over there for the Junior Koi Show. That's really my passion. You know, obviously, looking at the Danichi's show that won Grand Champion, all that kind of stuff, very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. However, I mean, I get tickled more by a 15 boost Shisui, to be honest. I really do like the growing process of Koi from Tozai all the way through to, well, I don't know, pushing 70 cm. I get kind of bored then. Let someone else enjoy them, isn't it? But there we are. It's all about the puppies for me. It's all about the puppies.